Okay, we should be live.
Ooh, okay, I gotta see here.
If you're here watching this already, give us a minute. We're just checking our stream. Make sure that we're live.
I don't see anything yet, but
I
that's
can
not.
see it's just
Oh, there, yes. Okay.
baby.
Well, awesome. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Candace, for hopping on here with me today. We're just going to have a really raw and real and candid chat today. There's been a few shifts that have happened for both of us recently, and I really wanted to have Candace on to have this talk with me. She's been somebody that has been a mentor and a friend over the years. She's got 37-ish years, I think, in the industry, has been hugely successful. We connect on the levels of being wives and mamas, and she's actually, and is it a nana now or nanny? Nanny. So we've really gotten to know each other over the years, and really our focus has been improving our health and wellness, living the most vital life we can, but also helping others along the way as well. So thank you so much for being here, Candace. I'm really excited for this conversation for all of our friends to hear.
Me too. Me too. I'm excited to be here. And we're also really interested in making some income because that's
Oh,
what
yes,
makes
yes.
the world go round, right? And helping people not only solve their health and wellness problems, but also their financial problems because your health and wellness problems are often tied to how you're feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a very different world these days, I find too, right? So many people having one income per, sorry, two incomes in a household isn't even enough anymore. People are looking for multiple streams of income, and having it be something that can be flexible and go with you is definitely a perk these days as well.
Yeah, and let's be honest, people are already spending money on supplements and health and wellness products, right? Why not get the biggest bang for your buck possible? And people are also living in a world where we live on referrals. Like someone says, "Oh, I
Mhm.
tried this, go try it." Why not earn some income from sharing about a product that you love? And I just have to say, aren't we twinning with our hair today too? Like, oh my gosh,
You You
curly
can't
girls
see
for
my
life.
gray though. Like I'm going in a couple weeks to get it touched up. Yeah.
And me, I just gave up. I'm just like, let it be gray. But I'm a lot
Yeah.
older, so that makes sense. Okay, so do you want to dive in with sharing what you? Let's talk a little bit about what you have been feeling lately, or like
Yep.
before. Where what were you kind of feeling like before, and what are you feeling like now?
Yes. As I take a big deep breath, it's like just even thinking back a month ago, I feel like a totally different person now. So I didn't realize how much weight I was carrying mentally. Now I realize how disconnected I was. I was burning the candle at both ends. I was living on autopilot. I'm not the only one who is working full time, has young kids, running a household, dog, like it's a busy lifestyle. But the things that used to bring me joy before weren't anymore. And I remember my mom said to me recently, like, you are wound so tight. And it kind of stopped me in my tracks, but then I didn't have an answer for it. I was like, that's just life. And I didn't realize, like, my husband has suffered with some mental health struggles over the years, and I would support him, I would be there for him, but I never felt that I had any mental health struggles. And I now know I do. Everyone is different, but I didn't like feeling that way, being disconnected, being on autopilot, just go, go, go. And it's never enough. I'm exhausted. I'm burnt out. I don't want to live like that anymore. I am done saying, I'm fine. I want to thrive. So that's kind of where I was. And I've had so many conversations with people that are in a similar stage of life as me. And we all just were like, yeah, well, that's just where we're at right now. I don't
Right?
want to live like that anymore. Oh my God.
If you're watching this or catching this later, and you can relate to anything that Leah just shared, because I don't think you're unique. I don't think
Yeah.
we're unique. I think we are the norm, and I think most women, especially, and like you said, your husband is having challenges as well. I don't think it's exclusive to women,
No.
but I think a lot of women are holding it together really tightly like you said, your mom said you were tightly wound. Oh
Yeah.
man, I was tightly wound too. I think that so many of us are holding so many balls in the air that we're overwhelmed. We're anxious. We just can't think about one more thing because our fuses are short. You're lit
Yeah.
off in like 2 seconds over the most, like, I don't know about you, but I would catch myself going, Candace, why did you just lose it on that? That is the most ridiculous thing to lose it on. Like,
Yeah.
my husband couldn't do anything right.
No. And it's that whole fight or flight, like that's where I lived, right? Like high levels of cortisol. And I just kind of kept thinking like, I really should do something about it, but then not knowing how to lower my cortisol levels or support my body. Like it would be something I'd want to do, but then I just thought that that's how I was wired. So,
or even understanding how much that impacts your life. Like,
yeah.
I didn't get a grasp of how much that was impacting every single action, every single mood, every single thought. And if you can relate to this at all in the comments, like put me too, or if you don't want to put in the comments, because we understand that, you know, these kinds of things are private sometimes and you're not comfortable, make sure that you reach out to one of us, because no one should suffer in silence.
Yeah.
And there are so many people struggling with mental health challenges in so many different ways that, you know, if we can help one person today realize, I don't have to just, like you were talking about, survive. Maybe I can thrive again. Because I think women, you're younger than me a little bit, 10 years or so. And I think women in our age groups, we just kind of resign ourselves to like,
It's hormones or whatever, right? Like
we're told all the time, it's hormones, it's menopause, it's menopause, nothing you can do. And so we're just used to suffering in silence.
Yeah.
I was kind of the same way. Like 15 years ago, menopause hit me like a ton of bricks. And I remember literally, I can remember where I was sitting in our kitchen saying to my husband, crying, saying, I do not know what's wrong with me. Like, I can't get it together. And so I started off on a path of going to a naturopath and try to balance my hormones. And because I was told nothing is wrong, everything's fine, you're within the norms. So then you start to feel crazy in your head. Like, what the heck is wrong with me? Why am I, and that self-talk starts like, why can't you just get it together? Why can't you just, be stronger, be better? And we start doing those horrible conversations with ourselves. And for 15 years, I've struggled with that. And then I got sick and, life happens and people die and, things change and all of it. And it just starts to pile and pile and pile. And over the years, I have found lots of things that have helped or maybe lessened it a little bit. But I've never stopped looking because I haven't found the thing that like really has made an impact. And, like when you're just walking around in that dark cloud and you just cannot figure it out, and the noise in your head, and you're laying in bed at night, replaying every conversation and replaying every list, and like there is no rest.
Right. It's overwhelming.
Yeah. So what's happened for you in the last little bit, Leah, that's kind of made this impact for you?
Oh my goodness. So like for the last couple of years, I've been very much on a mission to improve my health and wellness. So I focused more on eating protein. I focused more on hydration, getting more steps in, and strength training. And all of those things have helped. But I still didn't quite feel like I had the full picture or the missing piece. And I've had an interest in, energy and things like that. And I would always find some quotes that really resonated with me, like energy is everything and everything is energy. And, I'd say the mantras and the affirmations, but I didn't feel it internally. And then with these products and the whole frequency in the human body, it was like everything clicked, where I felt like, oh my goodness, now I am supporting my own body internally, and now my frequency is elevating, and what I'm putting out in the world, I'm getting back at a higher level. So I feel giddy. I don't know. Like I feel like a kid on Christmas morning. It's like this sunshine is radiating out from my chest. I don't know if anybody has watched Care Bears or did growing up, and you get the Care Bear and like they have their emblem on their chest and it's like radiating out like sunshine. That's how I feel. As goofy as that sounds, it's like I finally feel like what I wanted to present to the world is now coming out. because I'm always like, I am a positive person. I'm a glass half full person. But lately, I just really felt like something wasn't clicking. And I think what it is I wasn't aware that I had a bit of my own version of mental health struggles and I was just existing and I couldn't put my finger on it. So it's so amazing to have that lightness and more dialed in focus to like the present moment, whatever it is I'm doing. Like it's been normal days. I mean, yes, I'm on holidays as of today, but when I started taking these products, it was regular work days. The stresses of my life were the same. And actually, in the last week, we've had a few more road bumps that have made life a little bit more stressful. And the stress doesn't go away. I just feel better able to handle things. I'm calmer, which is huge because that whole wound so tight thing, it's kind of starting to loosen. And I feel like my entire body, my nervous system has been given a hug or like a big deep breath. So
Right.
I feel so much lighter internally.
Yeah, I love that. And like I could go on and on, but when we started these, we were introduced to them just over a month ago myself, and I remember I was sitting in this chair exactly, and I took this drink for the first time, and literally within 20 minutes, I felt like someone, like you said, someone gave my central nervous system a hug. I could literally see my shoulders relax, and I didn't realize I walked around like this all the time, or my jaw clenched, or just sitting on that edge of the seat. And then about 4 days later, I woke up, because this isn't an instant, you're going to be amazing and it's not like that. In about 4 days, I woke up and my husband looked at me and went, what's going on? You're different. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, you just look like you have fire in your veins today. And I was like, I do, but it's not like an energy boost. It was like seeing light and feeling lighter and just feeling happy and joyful for no freaking reason whatsoever. And it's not like I have a bad life that I don't feel happy, but I have felt disconnected from my life. I could feel, I would have the smile on my face, but it didn't go much past my teeth.
Yeah.
Like, that was about as deep as it went. And then about 4 days later, we were having a marital discussion like people have, both expressing our opinions. And my husband looked at me, he goes, you're peaceful and calm through this. And I was like, that's just how I feel in my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like Lee and I were talking about this earlier, like I've been walking around with a fuse about this long. So any silly little thing would set me off. And now those same things just don't matter anymore. I feel normal again, because for so many times that things happen and I would blow up and I would lose it and I would be like so upset. And then later on beat myself up because I'm like, Candace, really, that was not a big deal. Why are you such a, very nasty words? And then the chatter in my brain just hit, and it, like I used to lay awake at night having a hard time going to sleep. And then when I was asleep and I'd wake up to go to the washroom or whatever, I would wake up in the same thought still in my head. Oh, wow. Like I could continue that conversation like we never took a break. My brain never shut down. Right? How many women, and if you're watching this, can relate to that?
Oh, yeah.
And we're not gatekeeping. Like we'll tell you what we're taking because we are so excited about it. And it's this little drink. Do you want me to tell them about this, Leah? And this?
Sure, because I forgot to bring my my containers down here. So
literally they're on my desk all the time because I'm always like, I don't want it to be far away. So about a month ago, or a little bit over a month ago, someone shared this with me and then I shared it with Leah. And it was about this drink. And this is a mushroom drink, nootropic drink, lemon mango. We have a couple of flavors. We just dropped a peach ring flavor today. And the story behind it is what really blew my mind. And I thought, I can relate. And I think everyone I know can relate in one way or another. Yeah. So the people who developed this product, Barb and Dave Pitcock, had a daughter who was suffering with mental health and addiction. If you can relate to that in some way or another, I think I don't know who gets untouched. I don't know who's lucky enough to be untouched.
Yeah.
And their daughter OD'd on fentanyl about a few years ago. And they did what every parent did. They gathered up their daughter and they tried to figure out how to save her, because we all know how often that road turns into something different. And so they started looking for things and finding things. And Dave had always been really interested in energy, frequency, vibration. If you don't know what frequency is, I'll talk about that in a second, but he'd always been interested in that science. And so they got a proprietary medallion. And again, we can explain the science to you, but that has 11 harmonic frequencies. And they created this product, and then they embedded those frequencies through this little medallion, and all of our products have it. Or this is my frequency charged bracelet. This is my frequency charged lip balm. This is my frequency charged straw.
We got it all.
Yeah. And then we have a whole bunch of other things, but they did that. They charged it. They gave it to their daughter along with this source, I believe. And their daughter came back after a while and said, we have to tell the world about this. I didn't know I could feel this way. And so they started thinking about who this could help and how big this could be in this world of people struggling with overwhelm and, all the things. And so they started giving it to some of their friends to test it out. And these people came back and said, oh my gosh, I feel lighter. I can focus. My brain is not so busy. I have energy. I don't have as much pain. They were just blown away. And that's how frequency came to be. And if you don't know what a frequency is, we're all frequency charged, by the way. You all are, every bit of us. And frequency, it's how you're hearing us right now. It's how you listen to the radio. It's how your phone works. It's how, you listen to a song. And if you've ever said to yourself or thought, oh, I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to put my favorite song on, and your spirit got lifted. That's the frequency that lifts it. Or you go outside to dig your toes into the ground, or you do it and you don't even realize it, but you go outside and you just feel better for being outside. That's frequency. Every organ is tied to some frequency. If you've ever had an ultrasound, that's frequency. If you've ever had your teeth cleaned where they use that new laser where they actually don't touch you, they blast it off. Frequency. It's all frequency, you guys.
And I didn't realize that every organ system in your body has its own frequency. And when something is out of tune, or the more areas are out of tune, that's where dis-ease happens, or diseases, and how your body gets sick, right? So it just sort of blew my mind.
Yeah. And I think we talk a lot about vibration. People think about vibrational plates, grounding sheets, tuning forks, sound baths. All those things are about raising your inner vibration or frequency. Yeah. And so it's not a woo-hoo thing. It is science.
Yeah.
And so they embed all of our products, and we've got essential oils, and we've got clothes, and we've got, straws and cups and essential oils and jewelry and all the things. Pet tags. If you've got that anxious dog, I'm getting one for my daughter's dog because she's.
Oh, are you?
And I want to see how it helps.
I should actually too for our dog.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because we got to take care of our pets too. So if you're not a supplement person, you don't want to do that. You can literally just increase your frequency by putting on a tuned bracelet. So it sits in that medallion for 2 hours and it's embedded. You can peel this little medallion off after this is empty and stick it on a sore spot or put it on your phone or whatever. But what it helps to do is block those EMFs, the electronic magnetic fields that we're all exposed to, that lowers your frequency, right? It pulls it out of you. And, if you just think about it, your vibration, your frequency is, for a sick person, is probably around 30, like 30 hertz, that kind of thing. The lowest thing on any vibration scale is grief, sadness, overwhelm, fear, regret. Those are the lowest frequencies. How many people live at that frequency of sadness, grief, overwhelm, regret, fear, right? And then it slowly climbs up, and joy is way up here at the very top. Your goal is to get that as high as you can and to protect your frequency every day. And that's why I like to wear the bracelet and use the lip balm and the straw, because that helps all of that raise your frequency every single day.
Yeah.
And it's so much deeper than just drinking this amazing Rise drink, which is 7 adaptogen mushrooms that just like taste fabulous. This is
Yeah.
lemon mango flavor. You put it in water. I drank mine already, but it looks like muddy water. Tastes like peach iced tea. And then you add these trace minerals to them. And we're all lacking in trace minerals. And trace minerals help your body to absorb the nutrients that you put into it. Like you need all those things to help your body function really well. And the black fulvic mineral in here actually helps with pulling out the things you don't want in your body. Right?
Yeah.
So 2 droppers of this a day, and I kind of sip on it throughout the day. There's a reason why you want to sip on it throughout the day, but I can't remember what it is. But it helps you absorb everything that you're eating, everything that you're taking in all day long. And everybody needs this. Everybody needs this.
What resonated with me with that product too is that it can change the pH in your body. So when your body's acidic, that's again where disease can grow and take hold. But that will help your body become more basic, so that you're changing the pH and making it less favorable in your body for any of those nasty things to live.
And just as a menopausal woman, you know how important that is because of all the things that happen to us. And this has been a game changer for me.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, we have a whole bunch of things, but I'm going to talk about this, which is our reverse, which I started taking in for anyone who suffers with sleep. This, everyone I've talked to that started this has an impact in their sleep. Like everyone. And it's NMNH and NAD support. If you get NAD injections or anything like that, you know how costly these are. And this is like a reverse aging thing. Your DNA ages and gets little, oh my gosh, I can never remember the word for it, but it starts with a T.
Telomere, I think it is.
Yes, telomere. Why? I gotta write that word down. Telomere. Because as soon as I'm done, I'll never remember. But your telomeres get kind of frayed at the end. This helps to repair that DNA. And I will tell you, my husband has a bad back, and he ices it pretty much every day. And within about taking 2 weeks, for 2 weeks, I said to him, I haven't noticed you ice your back in like days. And he's like, you're right, I haven't.
Oh, wow.
That's the one thing that we added. So I'm not saying it cures it or anything like that. I'm just saying anything that can support you from the inside out instead of acting like a Band-Aid, which is what I now realize most everything I've done has felt like a Band-Aid. Like it's tamped down, but I don't have to white knuckle holding my temper. I don't have to white knuckle cravings. I don't have to white knuckle. It's just smooth.
Yeah.
And calm.
Yes. Who doesn't want to live like that?
Right? And like most people think, I didn't get an energy boost. You don't need an energy boost. If you're accomplishing a ton of stuff every day, you don't need more energy. You need a relief from being at that adrenaline rush every single day. Yeah. Where you never slow down, where you never stop. You need that break. This is what's going to give it to you. Yeah. So let's talk opportunity, because Leah, I know you've been in this space for a really long time. I've been in this space for 37 years. You've been in this space for 9 years.
Yeah.
What did you see here that you were like, okay, I got it. Other than you were already in love with the products and what they were about. What from a opportunity standpoint?
Honestly, when you first shared it with me, I thought I was okay. Like I wasn't really looking for anything else, but I also recognize an opportunity when there is one. I feel like it was the combination of the fact that I think everyone is quietly suffering. Like it was a slap in the face to me when I was like, wait a second, I have some mental health struggles. Like I think everybody does, right? Whether you really realize it and address it or not. So it was that in combination with what I've gone through with my husband over the last 8 or so years, like the mental health side of it definitely spoke to me, to just help more people, right? I don't want to go through the second half of my life fine. Like I really do want to thrive. I want more for me, but I want more for the people that I can touch as well. So the story of Barb and Dave and their daughter and the mental health struggles, like I think most people know somebody that they've lost through mental health struggles. And so that really spoke to me too. They feel like very down to earth people that just want to help those around them. And just the fact that this is in a category all of its own. Like, I knew very little about frequency and energy. I did have an interest in it, but I would say surface level. And so to be able to infuse products with frequency and help raise your vibration and help you feel better, like, I didn't even know there was anything like that that existed. So it's kind of the combination of the mental health aspect and first of its kind products. And they really have a different way of helping people succeed, right? Like getting paid on what you sell, not a percentage of what you sell. So there's a
Yeah.
few different reasons.
Yeah, I love that. And, 37 years in, and I've partnered with many companies down the road, and I'm always searching for the one that can, help as many people as possible, as many people like as I possibly can. And like you said, this mental health space, I just don't know that there's anybody who gets away without struggling in one way or another, or having a loved one struggle in one way or another. The second is I want a product that is simple, that isn't like 17 different bottles to get this. Like if you just did these two, and then if you added this down the road, you would be set for life, I believe.
Yeah.
So something that's simple, can be within a person's budget. You don't have to break the bank to get that. It's easy to understand. You can get that. You get impact pretty much within, instantly, or 5 to 6 days. You will notice something. And if I'm going to introduce it to people and tell them they can make some money, I have to be able to see that they can make some money. And one of the things that appealed to me, like Leah said, was, as I've been with lots of companies, I've never been with a company that pays you on the whole dollar. It's always a PV, QV, CV, BV, PV, whatever V you want it to be, but never 100% V. And that is what this is. Congratulations to Leah, who's been here less than 30 days and already hit the second rank in our compensation plan. She's going to be getting this beautiful bracelet for free. And it's a $150 US tuned brass bracelet with our little charm on it that has that frequency for life in it. Plus she's made some income, and that is always the goal. You want to see people, make that income back that they've invested, and you don't have to invest the bank to get started. Like if you just start with these two products alone, you're going to kick some butt. We definitely have more if you want to try more, but that's up to the individual as well. And when you think about it, there is someone in your circle who needs to hear about this. They're going to go find these kinds of something to help them. They're not going to find this, because Leah is right. I did some research. There's only 2 other companies that frequency charge anything, and they only charge one category of products, not essential oils, not charge nutrition, not pet tags, not clothing, not water bottles, not all the things, jewelry that we do. And there's more coming. And so if, we started opening this up by saying people need more than 2 streams of income nowadays. Like we're up to 3 or 4 streams of income, and that's just to cover your daily expenses. Most people have stopped taking vacations, or stopped doing this, or stopped getting their nails done, or stopped doing the things they love just to steal that budget and put it into the everyday expenses. And I don't know about you, but I don't see a thing that's going to make that stop anytime soon.
Yeah.
Right? There's no magic fairy coming to pay your bills. So if you're sitting there thinking, I'll start when I have the money, you are not going to have the money till you start. And we have a plan for you. We have a system for you that literally you can plug into. And Leah's a full-time mom, works, has a whole bunch of things going on in life. She's always got somewhere with her kids doing something, because she's got a life, and yet she's got this, so she can do it from anywhere. I watched one of my friends today. She was in the dressing room changing clothes at the store, doing her business. Like, you can take it anywhere in the pockets of your life. So if you're thinking, I need to make more income, and thinking about going to get another job where someone else is going to tell you when you have to show up, how long you have to show up for, how long you have to be there, and you have to beg to get off work for that, you need to look at this. We actually have an info session tonight happening at 7 p.m. Pacific. If you want the link to come and hear a little bit more and actually ask questions and get more details, reach out to Leah or myself, and we will get you to that call and share it with you, because there's never been a better time to jump into something like that, or a time that is needed more than today. So if you want to work on your own health, prolong your life, make sure you're around and have a quality life for as long as possible. We didn't even talk about how this can support your kids. We have decaf version for your kids. Your kids are needing these products just as much as adults are. Help them get ahead.
Yeah.
Waiting till they have that disease. You need to reach out to us and have a conversation. It may not be for you, and that's okay. It's not for everybody. You can come in. We have a great customer program where you can, get credits on your account, get a discount. But if you want to come in and make income 5 to 30%, you need to have a conversation with Leah and I. So, Leah, I'm going to stop talking. Thank you for having me as your guest today. I'm going to let you wrap it up.
Yeah, no, I just thank you for being here, Candace, and helping just candidly share with me. And for anyone that is curious, let's continue the conversation. It's just info. You have to decide for yourself. But like I said, I was never looking for this, and it came at the most opportune time. Just be open. So thank you so much for tuning in with us, and we'll chat soon.